What's good, guys? Prince Sports coming at you with another one and another one. Yo, you notice the NBA has in a big shakedown right now. So we're going to talk about the two issues that the NBA is going to have to fix up to cover up their image. And we're going to talk about the NFL. You know, my Eagles is killing it. For all you that say Josh Ryan was going to be MVP, hey, I take my hats off to you, man. He balling. The He's a problem. I mean, they're a problem. Okay, the Buffalo Bills are a problem. Also, I'm going to talk about Shakur Stevenson, and he's boxing's best kept secret. A lot of guys don't want to see Shakur Stevenson. He got his win last night. Oh, you got the notifications. That's good, man. I'm proud because YouTube be trying to jerk me off sometimes. No homo. But you know how it is, man. Yo, the NBA. I'm gonna start off with the NBA. Okay. You got this issue with the Boston Celtics coach. You got Robert um, Server. They need to clean that up real quick. They're going to have to reshape their image. The NBA doesn't want to be known as a racist organization, even though they are racist, because a lot of sports owners, these billionaires, are racist. They just don't get caught. Donald Sterling got caught. Robert Server got caught. And plenty more guys would get caught in the future because he got outed as a racist. And America is the worst place to be outed as a racist because America was built on racism. I repeat that again. America was built on racism. So the fact that race plays a big role in America because it's divide and conquer. You got America's the only place in the world where multiple people from different races come together. But then again, it's separated, right? Because you got Chinatown, you got Koreatown, you got Little Africa, you got Little Armenia, you got all these little pockets of cities, and then you got everybody fighting in the land of opportunity because it's so much money out there, so much land out there, there's so much stuff to get. It makes it real easy to promote racism, right? Now, that's not the case in other countries because other countries predominantly have one race of people, which is the race of whatever country you're in. But at the same time, they have foreigners that come through, but the foreigners help the country more than divide and conquer because it's not enough. They don't have enough power to overtake a whole country. Okay? They're just foreigners passing through, and a lot of them are married to native women or men that live in this country, so they help benefit it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the problem that the NBA faced. More racism in a sport where there's 80% to 90% African American. And they got to deal with that. That's more issues that the NBA got to deal with. The NBA continues to get a black eye. Other sports gets a black eye, but they cover it up pretty well. If the NFL gets a black eye, they're going to cover it up pretty well. No other sport get that, you know. So that's the difference between the NBA and other sports. You know, then you got the Boston Celtics coach. He got caught with his hands in the cookie jar, and he's a black guy. All right. Now he's a black coach, and we always talked about how black coaches are very rare in the NBA. And the NBA is what I just said, 80 to 90% African American or black. And yet there's very few jobs for coaches. And from what I'm hearing, this guy is done. He got suspended by the NBA, but he's done. And he was married to Nia Long, actress Nia Long, the same one I get in this thumbnail. You don't know who Nia Long is, man. She was a big actress in the 90s and the early 2000s. A very desirable woman, a very you know, a woman that a lot of people liked, so to speak. She was good on the eyes, eye candy, so to speak. If you heard the Braveheart song, Uchiwali, like Nia Long with a thong, my man Hoss talked about it. So a lot of rappers make references to Nia Long back in the day. A lot of guys don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But Nevertheless, um, he comes from an environment where you work in a environment where people constantly throwing themselves at you. As a guy that works in the entertainment business, as a guy that dealt with um the entertainment business, and you more away from your family, you deal with people in the entertainment business more than your family. You realize that, right? So the fact that you're dealing with all of those people constantly, it puts a lot of pressure on you. All right. It puts a lot of you got to be able to say no. And a lot of guys can't say no because I could tell you based off my experience, and I'm still in that field. There's been times where people, grab your body parts, tell you certain things in the air, especially Friday on happy hour. Not gonna say certain names, but that's just how it goes down when you're in that form of business. And he got caught, you know. But out of all places to do that at, you had to do it at a work environment. You violated terms of your work, of your contract. You should have just, if you're gonna do that, dog, just do that outside of work so you can still keep your job as a black coach in the NBA. This guy worked over 20 years, 15 to 20 years to get a coaching job. He busted his ass off to all get it taken away. This reminds me of a story that a coworker that I used to have. Okay. This guy was on the verge of becoming a supervisor because you move up in the entertainment business, right? He was able to travel all over the world and do business with different clients because I worked for a law firm, but in the entertainment business. So he had a reputation for flirting with a lot of women and borderline harassment, right? And he would hook up with a lot of women in our office environment, in our, our firm. You. So the hey. So one day he got caught slipping, right? So the day when he got caught slipping, this fool sent a bunch of text messages to a girl and she went to HR with those text messages. And he got exposed, he got fired, and all those years of work that he put in to make almost 6 figures a year got destroyed. This brother was cashing in. I'm talking Marty Khan, House of House of Lies type of money. Hey, let me calm down these dogs real quick. Hey. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you did, man. Nas is always amazing, man. Brother, I know Nas before he was Nas. I saw Nas before he was Nas. Grew up in the same neighborhood, same block, basically. I'm from 4006. Nas is from 4015, I believe. If my mind is not a little shaky, But check this out. He lost everything, and that's what's going to happen to this brother from the Boston Celtics. He worked over 20 years to get his position, just like the guy came out and worked several years to be a supervisor and lost everything he had, all for a fling, all for a little call. You know, fellas, if you're in a job or position, you're in a position of power, I'm encouraging you. Don't throw it away for some box. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And with this woke era, this Me Too era, you will get exposed. And if a woman does that to you, nothing will happen to her. And that's a funny thing. Nothing happened to the woman that went to HR, but something happened to the guy, right? Because he's a guy. So the minute she says he was overly aggressive, you know, touching me and saying things to me, he's gonna get fired. Who you think they're gonna take? They're gonna take the woman's side. Yeah, verbal intercourse was a classic, man. That's from the Raekwon and Ghostface album, man. That's one of my favorite albums. I keep telling y'all that, man. Stop sleeping on them classic albums. Don't do it. So after that happened, He should take note because he represents all the brothers that try to get jobs in the future for NBA. Yes, it is. It's definitely worse. And it's worse when you're black and brown in the United States. Because I'm here in a foreign country right now, right? They play Snoop Dogg, they play Dr. Dre, they play The Game, they play 50 Cent. And you know what? It's met with no bias, right? I could walk down any block and get treated differently, but in a good way, opposite to what I could get treated to walking down certain blocks in the US. There's certain hoods as a black man that I have to walk. If I walk through, I can't walk through peacefully, right? In my own country, my own backyard, you got to protect your neck, right? You can't even go to your own people in certain neighborhoods without getting a so-called, hood pass to in these days. Even though there's no such a thing as checking in and all that other stupid shit. That's just a way of saying you want to be extorted by a bunch of criminals. That's all that is. Okay, that's all that is. You know, I gotta check in. Hey man, I'm in Chicago. I'm passing through your city. I just checking in. What the fuck is that? A grown ass man talking about he need to check in. You should be able to go anywhere you want in this country, especially if you're born in it. Right? That's the most dumbest shit ever. Checking in. So you're gonna pay gangsters money that probably got shot at, robbed. The feds is after them. They're about to get locked up. You know, they've been robbed in their own hood. What makes you think they're gonna give you protection when they're a victim in their own hood? All these so-called gangsters get their ass beat by people in their own hood. They got shot at by people in their own hood. You know, and when time comes for them ops to get them, you think they're gonna stop and say, "Oh, hold up, he's with a visitor that's visiting the hood. Let's not shoot him yet." No, they're gonna shoot at both of you guys. Don't talk about I need a pass. I don't need a pass nowhere. All you got to do is use this. That's it. Oh, it's 4016. I thought it was 4015. See, mine is plain. I'm from the 40 side too, man. 40 side is all of that. I'm from 4006. 46. The 40th side covers 3 blocks. The 41st side covers 3 blocks. Total of 6 blocks, 96 buildings. You know, we the biggest projects in the world. You know, but with my street education from Queensbridge, I know that I'm not gonna go to a neighborhood with millions of dollars of jewelry on and make myself a target. I could blend into any hood and have no problems because I'm not coming over there for to start any type of negative attention. Don't bring negative attention to you. You know, it's messed up that you can't wear certain things in certain neighborhoods, but it is what it is. Because the wolves will want you, the apes will want you. One call to the lions den, now there's shells everywhere like a baseball dugout. Uh, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And once they see that rope around your neck, they monopolize till their profit rise. And they ain't stopping till that dough stacked up. If I hit you with these shells, you be crying to the reverend. That's just how it is. Yeah, I called them out. I already covered that on my other channel. I made a video about him, you know, because he disrespecting the OGs. Some of them come from my neighborhood. And MC Shan had to get on him. So you involve Queensbridge, we got problems. You know. I'm muted. Hold up, let's just see. Oh. No, I shouldn't be muted. Can anybody hear me? That's the question. Can anybody hear me? Am I muted? So I just want to know that real quick. Let me try to see if I can fix this audio. Okay. So, all right. So you guys can hear me. G Money can't hear me for some reason. I don't know why. You know, but good. But that's the problem that the NBA is facing. You got racist owners. Now you got guys like LeBron James that jump into every conversation because they're trendy. LeBron wants to hear be involved in every single thing. But you know how he's talked about being down for injustice? He don't want to see nobody get treated differently. Why won't you say something about China? Just because it's in a different country don't mean you can't say nothing about it. Because you'll say something about anything when it pertains to white people or brown people or somebody else from another race in your own country. But you can't talk about another race in another country because it hurts your pocket. It takes money out your pocket. That's why you don't talk about it. So this is why you got a lot of fake social justice people. LeBron just do anything to be trendy. He jumps on anything that's trendy. Stuff that don't have nothing to do with him. I could sit there and say, yo, it's Nas's birthday. Below, it'd be LeBron James. Happy birthday, dude. He just jumps on everything, you know. But the NBA still has a problem with image, and they have to clean that up. Robert Robert Server is going to sell the Phoenix Suns, sell the Phoenix Mercury because the NBA is putting him to a corner. They forcing him to sell. He has no other choice but to sell, right? And when that time comes and he's selling, that's another guy that has to force his way out because he knows nobody wants to work for him. He knows nobody's going to work for him. So the best thing to do is, hey, let me sell the franchise. Let me sell the business, so to speak. And I'm trying to do something here, but if I could, oh, here we go. There we go. But yeah, that's how the situation is, right? So yeah, he's a horrible person, but there's a lot of people like that. G Money. There's racists right now in the NBA.
So
Yeah. But salute. I mean, there's a lot of guys like that. Robert Server in the NBA right now. G Money. They just haven't been caught yet. There's
right,
probably there's some in the NFL. There's some in the
yeah,
MLB. You know, and we're just gonna have to probably get rid of the bad seeds one by one. But that's just how it is. Race.
right. I understand. Racism, it stinks, it's horrible, it's disrespectful, but sadly, it'll never end. P, you're frozen. P, you're frozen.